Hey, just so you know,
Hello, sir.
I am live. So we are officially live
Heard.
on Twitch, on YouTube, and I'm trying to set up TikTok right now as well because I finally got OBS working for that. So we are gonna see how it goes. Let me pull that up.
It's a meme.
What?
Trying to see if this kid's real. Apparently, like a UTEP QB is trying to get jacked. I'm trying to see if it's a joke video or not.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it's just a joke page. I figured.
Turn up my lights here. Oh, is it not gonna work for me? I suppose not. Hold up. Let me try and add the source here. Capture card, add OBS virtual camera. What? Why am I audio doubling? Huh? I'm going to close out of that. I haven't figured out the TikTok thing. I'll worry about that for a different podcast episode. We got way too much to talk about tonight.
Heard.
Did you happen to see what I titled this episode?
No, I have not gotten to get to YouTube yet.
I'll let you read it.
Okay. All right.
We gotta talk about it
Clickbaiting me.
a little bit. You know, gotta ride the wave, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Welcome everybody to episode 204 of the Crossover Podcast. I'm David. This is Paul. Oh boy, do we have LCS topics to talk about this week. The LCK is kicked off. The LEC is this upcoming weekend. Billion different things going on. Zamudo not going to be playing for Lion. Dokla back in. LCS Fantasy is online, which if you are watching on YouTube and you go down in the description of this video, you have the link to the Shineknockers LCS Fantasy group, which I did not see how many people we were in because the website was down earlier when I tried to check, and it is still down, so you're not able to load it up. But last I saw, I think we had 68 people already in.
Jeez.
Not bad. Not bad.
No, not at all.
Winner gets the
Really
skin, as always. Beans won at the first split, and then Primus won at the second. He got Jin or Thresh. I remember what was the skin I ended up giving away.
Yep.
How you been? What you been up to?
Pretty good. I'm trying to think of stuff that's like not super life heavy, I guess, but I got a school, I guess, for my work, so that'll be
Ooh,
nice.
there you go.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be. I wonder how that's gonna affect the podcast. I didn't think about that.
What?
I will be at a 5-week school in. Well, I shouldn't say where.
I was gonna
guess
say you
it's
probably
like the
shouldn't
number
say
one
where.
thing we're not
Wait,
supposed
are
to
you
say.
like recruiting
But I have
at the school, or are you like?
No, I'm going to recruiter school
Oh, like you're
for
going
5
Okay.
weeks. Yeah, so that could change my availability, but we'll see how
Hey,
that works.
Remember when we used to have the podcast at like 11 o'clock at night when you were deployed?
True. Yeah,
If you think that I'm not down, I'm down.
true. Yeah, I just have to figure out how that'll work with roommates and stuff. Like, I don't know if I'll have my own space.
True. Maybe you can invite them on the podcast. We teach them about League of Legends
That
while
would be
you're at
funny.
school.
Yeah.
That would be
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah. That's an interesting thought.
We
But
just
yeah.
magically blow them up, make them TikTok famous.
Yep. That'd be crazy.
Go to recruiter school, taught you marketing. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're welcome. That's how you recruit.
Yep. Literally right there. That's how it's done, baby.
Nope. Yeah, just let me know. Whatever we gotta do, we gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely figure it out.
No. Did I tell you when I watched the LCS address the other day how many people were in here watching it?
No, how many?
There were 105 people.
Dude, I
There,
watched the VOD, but I didn't get to watch it live.
there were 80 people live concurrent on
Wow.
YouTube and about 25 on Twitch.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So I talked with
Wow, it
Emily
ended
about.
up at 1.5K.
Oh, the live stream did?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even
like
pay
the
attention.
VOD
I didn't
by
even
the
pay
end.
attention. Holy shit.
Wow.
I didn't even see that. What the fuck?
Yeah, the live reaction ended up at
Holy shit. Yeah,
1.5K on
1.5K. Oh my god. Yeah,
even your tag team, one of them hit 1.3.
I mean, hell, not bad.
Tag team's hitting for you.
Helps make the case. So I got a little update. Not big update, but just like me talk about this. So Emily and I had a like hour-long conversation about like content stuff. I need somebody to just like talk to about like the team shit, everything else. Uh
Mm.
and we got on the topic of co-streaming. And she's like, "Have you directly asked them?" I was like, I kind of want to hold off just because, like, I don't know. It's one of those things that, like, they reach out to you and they give you the thing because they have the power. And it's not like I haven't made it clear that I want it publicly. Like, I've said it, obviously. She's like, you need to directly email them and ask them. She's like, can you do that? I was like, well, I can get the emails and probably send something out. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll do it. I got the emails earlier today. After we get done with the podcast tonight, gonna prep an email to Riot asking formally about co-streaming.
Nice.
I don't know.
That's gonna be awesome.
I mean, I don't know if I get it. No guarantee.
I I feel like you have a good shot.
I think I will say I feel like I have a decent shot, but like there's never a guarantee. Like I'm not an
Yeah.
LPP. I'm not under any agreement with them in any way, shape, or form. Uh,
Mm.
I don't know. Like, again, they know that I want it. Like I've made that
Yeah.
clear through content. So I don't know.
I
We'll see.
think you have a good shot.
It would help clean up some content. It would make my Sunday nights a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because Sunday nights, as of right now, are me watching LCS, and then I have to go through and download the VOD and link up the VOD with my video footage and do that for
Mm.
each individual game, and then go and slice up the like two different timelines, both the gameplay VOD and the camera, and make sure that like all is synced and aligned at the same time, which is kind of a
I
pain in
see.
the ass. Santa Fred,
Yeah.
thank you for the $10 YouTube super chat. Please repeat after me. Let's go liquid. That's what they said in chat. But
No.
you read the YouTube comment.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Look, even though I'm applying for it, I will be very clear with you that we are all in agreement here that co-streaming at the end of the day is not good for the overall esport. If you can have the main broadcast be the only thing, you make the broadcast be the main and only thing.
yeah. Well, yes, because unless the co-streaming is like a rights thing, like somebody else has rights, it is very tough. I mean, I think like co-streaming worked really well in EU for building what they needed, but for NA it did not work out very well at all. And that's just kind of how it is. But it is something that like if it's utilized correctly, it can work. I think we've seen that.
I thought the DOM version of co-streaming at the end of last year was the best version that we had of anybody in NA, personally.
Mhm.
And that's because it kind of filled that void or that niche that I've been saying for a bit, which is if you're gonna co-stream, I need to be tuning into your co-stream for a reason. Not just because I know that you love like League of Legends in general, that's fine, but like I'm tuning into Dom's because hello.
Hi everyone. Hi Ball.
She's wearing red. That'll
Hello.
that'll come in handy for the conversation in a bit.
Why?
Don't worry. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
All right. I love you. Have fun.
Tell
Yeah,
the stream I say
right.
hi.
They hear you. They say hi. They
But
trust.
they love me, baby. What's up, everyone?
Yep.
Remember they said Emily over David.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Thank you.
He's just.
Where were we at? I completely forget.
We were talking about co-streaming and how it works for some
Oh yeah. I thought
regions.
watching Dom, because he was basically like the mouthpiece of C9, and you're watching him to watch C9, more or less. Like you're getting like that super fan part of things, and the emotion's a little bit different. That to me is way better than watching any individual creator.
Yeah.
Like I used to like. No, okay. Worlds I watch pretty much everybody because I will watch the main broadcast when I'm actually doing it, then watch the co-streamer reactions afterwards. I didn't mute that, did I?
You muted. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I did.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
But Worlds, I feel like is different because you watch it a little bit afterwards. But like when I'm actually watching co-streams, like during game days, I need to have a reason to tune into an individual creator. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if there's anybody in NA that like kind of I mean, you and I don't watch co-streams as much, so we're not necessarily the people to speak on it. But
yeah, no, I don't know of one that like specifically does what you're saying in NA that's generally popular, I guess. I mean, Double Lift technically doesn't have a team, but he also like just isn't that interesting. And he didn't really stick.
Did you see the LEC co-streaming announcement?
No.
There's only one that I think I saw that wasn't a like foreign language, or one that wasn't a foreign language and wasn't not part of a team. And even then, he technically was. Well, technically is because of Los Rutonis, and that's Cadril. Everybody else I saw was either providing a unique language that the main broadcast is not like actually speaking in, or is directly tied to a team. All of them.
Yeah.
Cadril is the only exception to that rule for understandable reasons.
Yeah. Which, I mean, yeah, Cadril's just too big for them to... He's honestly a problem from a rights perspective for them. Like, I don't know how they would handle that if they wanted to go about selling league rights and things.
No.
I mean, because eventually, you know, the goal of every sport in theory is to get big enough that you can sell your TV rights.
Which, to be fair, they're using
how they would handle the Cadril part.
They're using Cadril's numbers, and so when Call of Duty sells their media rights, they're selling Scump and Zuma's numbers on top of that. And like the thing is, you whatever platform you go to, you require like in the contract that the co-streamers need to be allowed to be allowed to have their own co-stream on said platform. Because Scump and Zuma had to co-stream on YouTube for a bit.
Yeah,
which
I just
is
don't know
funny.
how willing he would be to give up his Twitch subs and all that.
I think he'd be pissed if he's not getting a slice of the pie.
Yeah.
Like I'd be pissed personally.
Yep.
I know Scump and Zuma were when they were forced to watch purely on YouTube. They were really pissed off. But the funny thing is, 2 years later, Twitch opened back up for everybody. Well, this year is the first year you can watch it on both Twitch and YouTube. And everybody's like, fuck Twitch. YouTube is so much better. So his numbers are astronomically higher now on YouTube, even though obviously the marketing of just being on Twitch is good because then it signals to people, hey, you know, go over to YouTube and watch it there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. Twitch is starting, I guess, to go down a lot.
I mean, I'll tell you, my numbers are higher on YouTube every single time.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I've had a stream in a year now where the YouTube number hasn't been higher than the Twitch number.
Yeah. I mean, Twitch is just not close to YouTube's intuitiveness, and I don't think the value is there to buy like to get ad-free. Twitch isn't really close to
No.
what is it? What YouTube brings by going ad-free.
Yep. Agreed.
Especially the fact YouTube gives you YouTube Music as well. If you don't want to pay for another music platform,
You don't have
YouTube
to.
Music is perfectly fine.
YouTube Music, the little bit that I used it was really damn good. Also, I feel like their music like shuffle is so much better than Spotify's. So much better.
It's really good. I mean, it is odd. It's honestly like a little weird how good the overall like deal of what YouTube is giving you.
Agreed. I got a follow from user Lion will win worlds.
He's gonna be disappointed.
Very.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if they're gonna win an A, buddy.
I appreciate the follow though. Stowen said on the topic of co-streaming, and before I swap this over to the LCS, how high do we think LEC is going to spike with Los Ratones playing the winter split, and how do you think they'll maintain it in spring when they aren't? That's actually let's place a bet because the not a bet, but let's put our guess out there. Where do you think peak viewership lands for winter split or LEC versus as they're calling it? And where does peak viewership hit? Actually, no, let's not. Is it peak or average? It's going to be better. It's probably going to be average. It's going to be the more useful metric. No.
The peak, we could do peak. Yeah, I guess we could do average.
I mean, I'll get both numbers here. I'll pull them up both right now.
Okay.
I need
ES. I thought their winner was their highest watched.
It was
peak wise.
It was, and it always is. So the peak viewership for winter this past year. Oh wait, no, that's 2024. I'm thinking I need 2025. LEC winter viewership 2025. In 2024, for context, it was an average of 337,000 with 830,000 peak.
Okay.
And then in winter, let's see. Dude, why can I Google this and a Sheep Esports article comes up citing the site, but not the actual site initially? That's bonkers. Okay. Peak viewership was 801,000. That was achieved during the grand final between K Corp and G2. The average viewership was 328,000.
Okay.
Do we think that LEC versus beats that?
I would say yes. It's only grown. I don't know if it's by a lot. It's probably somewhere like 850. If I had to guess.
I mean, the peak is, even though I know everybody wants to say the peak will come whenever Los Ratones plays K Corp, I don't think that'll be unless it's a best of 3 that they get to, and that eventually happens, maybe. But like, peak will always be finals, in my opinion. At least that's where I think it's still going to happen, especially when you have a world where finals could very realistically once again be G2 and K Corp.
Yeah. Very hard to say because last year was weird. It kind of bucked the trend of normal, last summer, I didn't realize like KC Fnatic was the most watched series
Last year?
summer for LEC.
Oh, last summer. What was last summer's viewership? That's interesting.
Not very great. It was 473K peak, average viewership of 217.
That's not bad. I mean, it always falls down like that. That's the trend every year. So,
and Yeah, it was Fnatic KC was the peak, and that was the loser bracket semifinal.
No.
That was the Worlds qualifying, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then from there it was finals, G2 versus Koi. Which makes sense because once really the Worlds qualifier is the kind of the final from a
Yep.
viewership perspective, like it's at that level of importance.
I will say this:
But yeah.
if
Hmm.
Los Ratones escapes the best of one round robin stage and makes it in the
Hmm.
playoffs, there's a pretty good chance that they'd be playing a pretty high seed and likely a G2 or a Fnatic or an MKOI or a K Corp. If we get to that point where they have a best of three like that, it could hit 1 million.
Yeah.
I think it can. I mean, a best of five would be even better, obviously, but the best of five, I think you also run the risk of them getting the absolute shit kicked out of them by the time game 3 comes, so it becomes irrelevant. But I could see a world where it hits 1 million without Los Ratones getting there. I think the peak will still be 900,000. No, 850,000. I think I'm on your page. 50,000 more from where we were.
Yeah, do you think Los Ratones is really gonna run it like that?
Like run, like be able to
Skill
play in
wise,
game
like
or viewership wise, like they're gonna get a pull.
no, I'm talking in game, like to get to playoffs like that.
I don't know.
It's hard to say. I feel like
The bottom, like I mean, they're
we
still
know what
towards the
they
bottom.
have been in the past.
They're not
We know what they
SEC.
can.
SEC. Jesus Christ, they're not LEC. I mean, they are SEC level right now, given the state of the SEC. But like,
Oh yeah.
they're not LEC like playoff contending caliber. And this is going to be a reality check for so many people.
Yeah.
Like, I think KCB stands a better chance.
Hmm. Interesting. That's interesting. Really.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, they already won EU Masters last year. Why would I not assume that?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Imagine KCB versus Los Ratones is like the peak viewership match of the play-in stage. I mean, that would be the case.
Yeah.
It'd be the main. It'd be the main team. It'd be main K Corp versus there. But
Yeah, I do wonder how. I just wonder how much they can do because it's gonna be pretty difficult considering towards the end of the year. Maybe they like come back strong again. They open strong, but towards the end of the year, it seemed like people started to figure them out
yeah,
as time went on, and maybe they just didn't care as much. I don't know, or they burnt out.
yeah.
I really don't know.
At a minimum, the drop off is going to be pretty bad between winter and summer. Like it already is
Oh,
it,
viewership?
it
Yeah.
already is naturally bad. I can't imagine it gets much better. And that's purely because Los Fratones fans are like they're the closest thing that we've seen to, well, not the closest thing. We've seen K Corp and MKOI fans that are very similar to that, where it's like they will watch their game and that's it. They're not
Yeah.
there for anybody else. They're there for the people that they want to watch.
Yep.
The majority of the people that follow Los Ratones, from my understanding, are people that have been following Pro for a while. They might watch Cadril stream, but they're not gonna like. Let's be honest. The number on Cadril stream is going to be way different when LR's actually playing versus when they're not. Like, there's that core group of esports fans that follow him, but there's a shit ton of LR fans. And
Yeah.
more importantly, fans of Crowny, fans of Reckless and beyond that will tune in to Cadril stream just because he's the way to watch them.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I mean, that's
And
my
I mean, I
guess, to be fair.
respect it. I respect the fact they just love their team. Like that is how it is.
I mean, we could be
You
proven
kind of
wrong.
do.
We
Yeah,
could
they could
ultimately
stick
be
around.
proven wrong. To Khan's point, like do we know for sure? No. But like common sense guess says that that's probably going to be what happens. And then you have a real interesting challenge on your hands when it comes spring and summer to see how, like, the LEC will be entertaining no matter what. But, like, you got in this massive pool of fans, and then they kind of just, like, partially dip away a little bit. Like, it's not going to feel fantastic. The question is the drop going to be more severe than other teams
Here's
or other
a
splits?
question for you. Is it a big deal if they just get curb stopped repeatedly?
I think so.
Do you think
I
it's
think
like
if they
really bad and like Riot is reevaluating adding them for
no,
free
no, I don't think
by summer?
I don't think Riot is second guessing their choice to include LR at all. But I think this is one of those moments where, like, if they go in and get absolutely fucking blasted, like, the whole conversation around them changes.
Mm-hmm.
They go from these guys that everybody, at least the majority that I saw within the LR fan base, assume can compete against the top teams and can slowly continue working their way up to, hey, they've hit a ceiling. And the question becomes then, where do they want to go? Do they want to, like, I'm assuming people will change on the roster, but, like, what are fan expectations? Like, that's going to be the real telling point for this org, is how do you handle that moment? Because it feels like a Cinderella run right now. And when the clock strikes midnight at some point, then we find out what they're really made of.
Yeah.
Is this truly just going to be like a content thing with friends, more like the Sidemen? That's like, hey, they got their one split in there and they got to have fun in the LEC? Or do you start finding replacements? And does this become a very serious org thing?
Yeah, I guess my question shouldn't have been like, it shouldn't have been framed as is Riot regretting it. It's more of, is Riot then gonna have to sit Casual down and have a hard conversation saying like, hey, you need to figure out, do you want this to be something with big names or do you want it to be something that's competitive for us to bring to the league as a 12th team situation? Like where because they're gonna have to add an 11th with them.
Well, I mean, what they'll probably
Because they're
decide is
gonna
like,
add
hey,
2.
do they want to keep for next year? Because Los Ratones assumedly isn't playing in tier 2. Oops, sorry, Luna. Beyond the LEC winter split, like, they're not competing in the NLC, and they're not competing in these side leagues, to our understanding. So, like, if they're not going to be in tier 2, they can't then qualify back up into the winter split. So what do you do then? Like, what's the next step after this? I don't know. And I agree with you. Riot's got to have that conversation, because right now it's, hey, the best performing team at EU Masters in summer, and then Los Ratones. But if Los Ratones decides, they want to go a different direction or whatever that might be, like, are they going to give 2 slots out then? Are they just going to get rid of that? Like, what do they do? If they're smart, they give it, like, it's still 2 slots there. But, like, I know they still have their eyes on LR. We all know that.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where they're gonna want to add them regardless. But there's gonna have to be a lot of tough conversations depending on how this goes. I mean, if it goes great, then I guess you don't have to have the tough one. Well, you still do.
Yeah.
Because if it goes great with the players, at some point, Riot still has to have an extremely hard conversation with the franchisee owners.
I mean, the
Because
franchise,
they're not
they
gonna
don't
be
want him.
happy. And they've been loud.
Yeah, they don't want him.
Yeah.
Like, they want him in the league, but they want him in the league if he's willing to pay. And Riot's sitting here like, fuck paying. If we could find a way to make it work without pissing everybody off, we would.
Yep.
And team owners are I mean, I don't envy them at all. I mean, it's a privileged position to be in, but those boardroom conversations are going to get testy.
Yep. And it's one of those things where they're going to want the teams to bend the knee. But I don't think these owners are the type of group that it's going to be easy to make them just bend the knee.
Well, I mean, Riot holds all the power. No?
Somewhat. I mean,
like, Riot could universally come out.
Casey said not to watch main broadcasts, at all, and after KC games turn it off, you don't think their fans would commit to that bit?
Oh no, they 100% would. Yeah,
That'd be a problem.
it's the same reason why Koi fans like hate the main broadcast, because
Yeah.
Abai and crew didn't like shit that was being said against their team. Now, whether it's fair criticism or not, I didn't watch enough of the LEC to know. From what it sounded to me, it sounded like entirely fair criticism of Koi, but they just didn't like it. So they mouthed off against the broadcast crew,
Yep.
and you see everybody that's talent there getting harassed by Spanish fans on Twitter and on like any of their
Yep.
social media posts. The Euphoria announcement of it closing, Spanish fans were celebrating. They were
Really?
yeah, they were massively
Oh.
celebrating. And I'm so
Wow.
like that's an example of what you're saying where like in
Yeah.
that situation, it's on Abai and it's on the Spanish co-streamers to tell like they're the leader of the pack. They have to tell people, "Hey, be respectful to like the people that like came before us."
Yep.
But to my understanding, they
Which,
didn't.
I mean, the second LR, and do you think LR is gonna do that? Are they gonna like?
I think
Do you think
LR is in the
Cadrill's gonna
same.
be humble enough to admit we got given something because I'm popular,
I think
or do you think he's gonna be a little
Cadrill
mad
knows.
about it?
Cadrill knows for sure. Cadrill's
Yeah, I
pumped
think
up.
he knows. I'm saying, do you think he would say it?
I think if he gets the opportunity given to him, he'll be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it," and that's it.
Because we know he has the money backing. He takes EWC money.
Yeah,
If he wanted to buy a slot, he could.
I don't know if it's that much money for EWC, but
No,
he
I'm
does.
saying
He
if he
does
wanted
make
to,
a
like,
no. He 100% makes enough
no,
to
I
the
just
point where
mean if he wanted to go get funding, like it wouldn't take him
no, and he. I don't even think he'd have to
any
give up
time.
majority share with how much money he probably has at this
No.
point.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think he's not worth 10 mil. He's got to be.
I just don't think a slot's worth 10 mil.
No, it's not. No.
And that's the problem. Is
No.
like, are you willing to invest that much of your net worth and your value to get in there?
Yeah.
And he's saying no. Like he's saying he's not paying for it. So
Yep.
we'll say, or we'll see.
I want to be clear, like I'm not blaming him for using his power the way he's using it.
No,
Totally fair by him. It's good business.
I was gonna say, to be very clear, brilliant fucking business by Cadrell. Like
Yeah,
brilliant
it's
moves
good business.
to put yourself in the position where you can big dick team owners.
Yes.
That's insane. Like that's something that, regardless of whether people want to give K Corp and Koi their flowers for the fandoms and fan bases that they've grown, Los Ratones did it to an even better degree. They forced Riot's hand without having to pay. KC and Koi tipped their hand and had to pay.
Yeah. No, it's for real. I mean, you can't blame him, and yeah, I really don't blame the other owners either, because it sucks to be them. It's just one of those situations where it's like, honestly, of everybody in it, it's just like it sucks to be Riot, like, because they know they're pissing somebody off. It's just a question of who.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for them, like the LEC people, well, fortunately and unfortunately, they are incredibly passionate about their teams. And Riot has done nothing to make this not a sell each game individually thing. They've made it sell the broadcast as a whole, and it's just not working with where the league is going.
Well, I mean, the LEC is like the biggest example of the co-streaming like really dividing the ecosystem to a massive
Yep.
degree. Like we talk about it with the
Yeah.
LCS, but the reality is there's no co-streamers anymore that are that big to divide it that much. You look at the LEC, it's like Cadrell has a fourth of the viewership. Abai has, like a fifth or a sixth. Kameto, if he streams, has a fifth or a sixth, and so does like the G2 folks. They don't have as much, but they have still a dent. It's like it is so fractured in many different ways, which fine, you open that can of worms, you're there now, but like, ugh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's why, I mean, that is the huge, what is it, all the warnings we were giving when co-streaming was popping off, We kept saying like, this is gonna build bubbles,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have to find a way to let these individual bubbles exist. And if you don't, you're cooked. And the rights, I mean, from the jump, we called media rights was going to be a problem. And it
Yep.
is. Like, they cannot figure out what to do with it. And I like that LCK is just like in their own world of like, we're low key debating selling ourselves to Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Which I know you can't really over talk about. But the fact that they're sitting there like, we want to sell ourselves to a streaming service. We don't care about all this noise. And then the other leagues are like, you can do that? That's
Yep.
loud. It's like, yeah, bro. Build yourself up. Get some money. Get that cash.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, it's not even something where like selling your rights kills your business, because if we're being real, you can just sell. If it doesn't go well, they're gonna cut your contract and let you sell to somebody else pretty quick these days. These companies aren't holding people hostage. They're trying to make money off the deal, and if it doesn't work for either party, they're willing to let you go find a new one.
Yeah. I don't know. It puts me in an interesting predicament as we talk about this, and I'm also applying for co-streaming. I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah, my
contribute
bad.
to the problem.
Yeah. My bad.
Well, I mean, it's not your bad. I mean, I still maintain that stance. Like, even if I were to get co-streaming rights, it's like the reality is like it's still like I can acknowledge that me co-streaming, like, while it will be, I think for the LCS, it's less of a problem to a certain extent because we need anything we can get right now. Like, we're not in the position where we can sit here and really worry about like, hey, everything needs to be on the broadcast. It's like if we could just get 200,000 people watching again, that's already a blessing. It doesn't matter fucking where, period. So,
Yeah.
I'm not as worried about it on our side, but
Yep.
LEC, it's a little bit different when you're dealing with like peak viewership of 800K. And I saw John saying, or was it John? No, somebody. Yeah, John said that the LEC is right behind. I was like, no, the LEC is on a whole different playing field, which is why the co-streaming point is so different than for North America.
Yeah, because that is the huge point, is like LCK is selling their broadcast. LEC is gonna have to sell like 5 in 1. That's gonna take work, and then work out who gets what cut of the pie. Because like you said, Ibai, Adriel, Kameto are all getting like a fifth to a sixth of the viewership during their games. So they're gonna want a pretty penny during their games.
The only place that I think you can realistically sign a media rights deal that's smart for them, in my opinion, is YouTube. I think that's the only place that makes sense. I think Twitch, maybe, but I think the platform's just not great, personally.
Mm-hmm.
And then anywhere else, like you're not big enough, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Is it time?
Sorry, I just turned on the Carolina game to see what the score was, because they're playing Stanford right now,
Yep.
and the first thing that's on isn't the game, it's that commercial. But I look over and it's this like rooster, obviously cock is the meme, but they're like Blue Chew ad.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, dude, where's college basketball at?
I mean, they know their prime audience, right?
They're called like Friday Fun Time. That was the brand. I don't know what it really was. It just said Friday Fun something.
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like, bro, that's crazy.
That's wild. That's
crazy.
wild.
But it made me think. I think I just came up with the idea of how to save an LCS rights.
Well, the first thing I was gonna say, I've been watching too much Heated Rivalry. Whenever I saw the draw show and I saw the guys like standing next to each other, I'm thinking, kiss. Then it's like, no.
Oh my god.
No, that's Heated Rivalry. That's not this. Like, relax. But low key, it would sell. All right. Sex
I like
sells.
the thought of you watching them play their games in the closet this year and being like, the tension is just through the roof. And Emily's like, what are you talking about? And you're like, oh, they're about to go at it any minute now. No, they're in the closet.
There are so many puns that I'm not gonna make on that.
I know.
I'm
I know.
oh man. Is Heated Rivalry the Gay Hockey Show? It is. It
Goodness.
is fantastic. If you guys have not seen it, legitimately go watch it. I know Paul's not going to, but it's good. Paul's even watching the memes about the show,
I
but
am.
not
They're
watching
very
the
funny.
regular show.
I'm not watching the show, but I'll watch the memes.
It's
The
fantastic.
memes are very funny.
But all right, let's get to the title of this. All right, the one that I've been baiting, not really baiting. We'll start with the road trips because we'll eventually get there.
Oh, okay.
Or do you want to go there? Do you want to start there? Do you want to get it out of the way?
No, we can start with road trips.
All right, road trips it is.
Let's start with road trips.
Not like milking it for the viewership. I appreciate that. Okay, so you watched the LCS address. What do you think? I know we talked about it privately last night,
Great.
like in our Discord.
Yeah. I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was like the best way that you could deliver message and build hype for the LCS, and we haven't had something like that in a while where they are actually doing all of the little changes that we asked for, I would say. I mean, most of them outside of dates, which is no big deal. Like, well, it is a big deal. Don't get me wrong.
It's going
My
to
bad.
be very quickly. It will become a big
Yes.
deal. Yeah.
I more mean like, for all the good we got, I can let it go.
Yeah.
We have enough good. I'm happy. 2 road shows, good. I don't even care if
It could be
they're
more than 2.
finals.
It could be more than 2. But like
True.
they didn't say a number. Now is that me being, a little over the top with it? Probably. But they did not commit to just 2. They said more. Period.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I do like the point you made. I didn't even think of when he said it. But when you said, oh, he didn't mention if it's going to be ours or theirs, like who's running it, like team side or league side. I really appreciate that. I think that's a good little like fun thing.
I mean, am I wrong in thinking that? Like if they
No.
were just saying, "Hey, we're going to do more road shows," and it was all Riot side, wouldn't they just say, "Hey, we're doing spring and summer finals again"?
Yeah.
Like you would just
I would think.
blanketly say that, but they didn't.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, it probably won't be more than 2, but we can dream. But I think overall the address was really good. I think it was good for building back belief in the system. I think it's going to help with just making people kind of trust them. The only issues would be if they don't deliver on these road shows.
Yeah.
Like in a very big way, and they don't get them out, like actually out to places they haven't been in a while. If we do 2 road shows and one of them ends up like 30 minutes from the studio again.
Well, they said not LA. But if it's San Diego and
San
Washington,
Diego or
I'm gonna
San Francisco.
I'm gonna flip shit. Like,
Yeah, if it's Washington, it's no big deal to me because at least the Pacific Northwest is getting love.
Sure, but you have to hit the East Coast. You can that's our biggest market that we are not working with right now. You have to hit it. You need in my opinion. Oh Jesus, Luna nearly didn't make it up on the couch. Her fat ass nearly fell right off, and we all would have watched that and laughed. You okay, Luna? You made it.
Hey, that reminds me. Dexter went to the vet. He's down to 19 pounds.
There you go. We got to get her down, but her fat ass doesn't want to walk around or do anything. So she just kind of chills.
Well, whatever she is, it's lean muscle. You tell the vet that. Tell him Paul Green said, it's lean muscle, don't worry.
The joke that I always said is she just has the average American figure, but Emily didn't like me saying
Okay.
that.
True, but mean.
Ruthless, but
yeah,
somewhat factual. But no, I am very happy with where it went. If it felt like the optimism around the community combined with like the tag team event and everything going on there, it just feels like we are going into this year with the ball rolling, which makes me really scared of next year already that we're gonna find a way to fuck it up. I can't help it. They
Yes.
do this every time. We have one good year and then one bad year afterwards. So I'm like, I need this year to
Oh,
go
yeah.
well. But there's this like looming worry in the back of my mind of like, come October, November time, there's gonna be whispers of like merger, weekday merger, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna want to.
Well, I'm waiting for them to start going, oh, those roadshows? Yeah, it's like Vegas and Phoenix. That's where we're going. And then we're all like, oh.
And then
okay, I get it again.
don't work, and
Yes.
and then they're like, well, we tried, guys. Financially, it just can't happen. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like,
Yeah.
Fucking
And then when Worlds
Halsey.
inevitably has crazy high prices for Worlds because it's in New York City, and they just act like that's not a massive city,
that
gonna
couldn't
be
host
like,
an annual
oh,
event.
we could have been there. Yeah.
Like, here's my thing. Halsey is currently at the Hammerstein Ballroom and doing like a multiple night residency there. You've heard of Halsey, the artist, before, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
just making sure. But like,
Jeezy girl
yeah.
that he cheated on.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like she's selling
I mean,
it
she
out.
has
and-
way more popular songs than
Yeah.
just being that. But, yeah.
But like, if she's willing to go there, why can't we? We could easily make the Hammerstein Ballroom work, and we've seen it work for Overwatch. Like they did it there. Valorant just did their off-season homestand event there. An annual trip to the Hammerstein Ballroom is awesome, and gives
Dude, for
like,
real.
oh, dude, it would be so nice.
Dude, that actually, I really like that. That would be a good idea. I mean, honestly, I think it's needed like bad. Like something in New York City. I know it's a long way out, but I also just don't believe there's not a local group that wouldn't be willing to supply PCs or something.
Oh, NYU. If you like try to partner with like NYU or Fordham or like one of these, or even OS, just let OS run everything because they have the
Yeah.
PCs naturally for it. Yeah, I'm sure they could make it work.
I feel like it. I
Red
know
Bull-
like
fuck, no.
partnerships is apparently a
Here,
problem.
Red Bull. Red Bull. I don't know if you saw this like a few
Dude.
months ago. Red Bull put
Yeah.
on a Street Fighter event where they projected Street Fighter onto the billboards of Times Square, and people were playing Street Fighter standing there in the middle of Times Square, like staring up at the billboard playing. And the input delay was not great, but it wasn't horrible. And like I'm sitting
Yeah.
there like, okay, if they can pull off that, you can't tell me that we can't pull off something in a actual like an indoor environment that like you're used to doing this shit.
No,
could-
I actually I like that.
I can see LCS not going to New York because you already have World's Finals. And see, that's where I think like the philosophy is flawed. Like we are a big enough city that is passionate enough that we could have our annual event and World's Finals. And honestly, we fucking deserve it. Now, am I selfish for saying that? Sure. But you know what? New York is also insanely accessible by almost every other city in the Northeast, which is what makes it a really good hub for everybody to be able to get in. Now, obviously, I would want to make sure that we're still going elsewhere. You still want to hit Boston. You still want to Chicago. You still want to hit DC. You still want to go down south. Like, I'm not saying that, like, anywhere else couldn't, but, like, given NYC couldn't sell out the Newark Finals was in an arena that was 17,000 people wide. Hammerstein Ballroom's 4,000.
What it is.
If you think we can't
just-
sell out Hammerstein, you're crazy. At
I just
4,000
found
people
it
every year?
again.
What?
Sorry, I'm talking to myself, but I'm looking at a spot for. Okay, this Rosemont or Allstate Arena It's in Rosemont, like near Chicago. But that was one I was thinking like could have been a decent one for them to do. But
Yeah.
I think it's too big. It was my bad.
And
I wanted to make sure it wasn't too big. It
I double
is way
checked.
too
The
big.
Hammerstein Ballroom's only 2,500 capacity.
I think Rosemont is where like the Blackhawks play
Yeah.
or something.
I think almost any. Yeah, any city could, like, that's my thing. Any city on the East Coast could sell out a 4,000 seat theater arena pretty easily, in my opinion, at least for LCS.
Honestly, I think
Worlds is too
they.
big, but
I know this is crazy, like, and I live here, so maybe it's just gigacoped biased, but I think you could do it at like the Egyptian Room in Indy, which is this like 5,000 seat theater or something, 4,000, and you could easily sell that out just because of our proximity to Chicago and Cincinnati.
oh
Like
yeah,
we're 2 hours to 3 hours from each. It's not that hard for people to get here.
should be able to. I mean, personally,
But
I would want to see 2,500 capacity. I think is like the benchmark that we start at before we start expanding.
keep it smaller.
Yeah, keep it
Yeah.
smaller. Make sure we sell out 2.5K, 2K, and then if we want to go up to 4, fine. I just don't want there to be an empty seat in the venue. Like, that's my big thing. The entire weekend, there should not be a single empty seat. We should be able to sell out tickets for these events in a matter of.
I mean, if
don't
you
know.
really want to make sure if you're doing a place near here, I don't understand why they haven't been in Chicago in so long.
I know it was what the quarterfinals were at the Booth Theater.
Yeah. It's been forever.
That's-
And it's just one of those things of like I only said Indy because we're cheaper and we're easier like for people to get in and out of because of our airport just being oversized, which I like.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain our airport's too big. I like getting through quick. But it's one of those things of like I'm trying to play to them because I know Riot is always like, oh well, maybe it's just too expensive. Airport at Chicago is not that great. Blah blah blah. They always find an excuse. So I'm trying to think of something that like stops them.
Yeah, like the cherry on the top that just makes it too enticing for them to say
Yeah.
no to.
Because it's like just pick a cheaper area then. Like I don't know, but I don't know how you don't get a place that's better than Chicago because even like you don't have to worry about anything in Chicago too. Because even from a, I would say like political and like ideology aspect, Chicago fits a lot more like LA.
I mean,
Than
all
anything
your
else
major
in
cities
the-
do, like Boston, New
Yeah.
York, Chicago.
Well, I just mean if they
you're
didn't
fine
want to
there.
come to Indiana because of that. Like I
No,
know we
yeah,
have some different,
I get that point. Yeah,
ties. That's really what I was meaning. So it'd be like just go to Chicago and chill. Like
yeah. But no, I'm optimistic on where this could possibly go, and I'm bullish that obviously I'm going to try and force New York down the throats of everybody if I can. But that's my personal bias. And if anybody comes and says, "Oh, that's selfish," bitch, I've been championing. We have been championing this roadshow thing for a while, even before they dropped it down to 1. So
yeah.
I'm gonna take at least a little bit of credit in being the very vocal pusher of this, and continue to push for where I want to see this thing go, because this is a baby step in the right direction, which is good, but not like the ultimate step that I eventually want to get to.
Yeah. Now I'm going through, okay, if you go through every single theater in Chicago, probably this one, Aragon, is 4,500. Seems like
Yeah.
a no-brainer, maybe. But if you want to go with something a little better, Concord Music Hall, 1,600. That's right in that range. Riviera, Riverside, both 2,500.
I think 2,500 is like the perfect amount to start.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like a good number. If we can consistently sell that out now in NA, we go from there. Like
Yeah.
that just
No, I think that's a good
feels-
idea.
Feels right. You can match the elegance of it. You got to make sure you're able to sell your merchandise at that level, because if you can make 2,500 profitable, you can then easily make 4,000 profitable, and you can prove that your show travels. So like that's the big thing that we need to do. But yeah, I mean we're on the same page on that.
No, yeah, and it's really just trying to get them to
buy in on it.
Yeah, to buy into us. Oh, it's a little farther north of Chicago. I would say that's a little too far. Just looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's right in the heart though. The Riviera, the other one.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, just do that one and call it a day.
Yep.
See if they'll take you. Put it in a historic theater. That would be sick. It'd
Mhm.
look cool. You're talking about putting it in Chicago, like that's cool enough.
Yep.
Just chill and let people go crazy. I mean, you're gonna get to in the city of Chicago. There's gonna be at least 1,000 people alone who are interested in coming,
Yep.
just out of curiosity. You'll fill, and then you'll get 1,500 people else who want to show up.
Agreed. Especially if you get any of the content creators to show up too. Like
Yeah.
that's the big thing. If you can get them to show up, it's pretty neat.
Yep.
Right. By the way, the LCS
100%.
official site is back up now. 87 people in the league.
Nice.
Which, by the way, again, for those watching on YouTube, because I know it's 30 people watching on YouTube, if you go in the description down below, you can click on the Shy Knockers Fantasy League and join up. We'll be giving away a skin. Also, I got verified on the platform.
Bug?
Yeah, verified, and our league has, like, I couldn't figure out how to upload a picture, and guy that runs the website is like, "Hey, send me a pic. I'm gonna put it on there for you."
Hmm.
So yeah, we're official on the website.
You're big time.
Not paid verification like Twitter either,
Oh.
which is fun. Speaking of verification, though, people have been asking me to verify the team that I want to pick for the upcoming split, to which I keep telling them, you don't call somebody your girlfriend until you've been on dates. Okay, you do not make life choices until you've experienced enough to be able to be comfortable making those choices. And you, sir, made a choice last year. All right, Mister. Hey, $20 box from Shopify. They have some great creators in Charlie and Ludwig. This sounds awesome. Like year 2 coming in, they bought out TSM Spot. Mister Shopify Rebellion, other than Cloud. All right, Cloud's kind of like the main guy that I associate, but you were kind of like, you were number 2, right in there with them. Then you started faltering last year. All right, K Corp comes in, swoons your heart a little bit. All of a sudden, you're falling for K Corp.
Yeah.
Where are you standing on that fandom right now?
I don't like how well you spun that story. I don't love it. You really painted a picture that made me go, he's gotta keep his spin facts. I don't know, man. It's not good. It's not good. Okay, I'm still a Shopify fan, but I definitely think I'm becoming like a 1A, 1B fan with Sentinels as the B.
I don't think you're like that. I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
What?
I think you've been 1 foot out the door. And
Why?
I've seen your commitment
Yeah,
to K Corp.
I don't know. Yeah,
I've seen how
like
you
K Corp
react
a
to
lot.
them versus how you react to Shopify.
I don't know what it is, bro. There's just some attachment there that I'm not locking in on. I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. I stand by it. It was that week 1, bro. That just isn't what I am.
Explain.
When that week 1, I watched their co-stream, and it's Charlie or Moist, if people know him better as that, but I'm pretty sure he just goes by Charlie now.
Yeah.
But he's streaming, and he goes, "Oh man, we lost to FlyQuest, but they're really good, so that's just how it is." And he was like, "This is gonna be a rough year for us as we get in to League." And I was like, "Nah, bro, this is year 2. Like, this is year 1 for you, but this is year 2 for you guys. Like, come on, bro. We gotta be trying to win. Like, we gotta have some pressure. Let's apply pressure. Let's be excited. Let's want to win. Let's lock in." And I don't know. They're just they just don't want to lock in. I feel like there's no pressure ever. Like, there was nobody at any moment who really mentioned yeah, we're gonna have to make some tough changes. I felt like the Palafox thing was pretty quiet. Like they just were like nice about it, which is fine. You don't have to burn bridges. But I just don't get how nobody at any moment was like, yeah, there's a clear problem that we're gonna fix. The thing is though, I really do like them getting Zinni.
Okay.
I really do like Zinni. That's why I say 1A, 1B. Because I want to watch Zinni and I want to be a fan of Zinni and I believe in Zinni. I just have this thing that's like, they're just, I don't know.
Now here's my question.
I
That
struggle with
that 1B, you're struggling with it. Understandable. Is that 1B K Corp?
Oh, for LCS?
I'm just asking in general, who's the 1B?
You know, you're not gonna walk me. It's definitely Sen, bro. My brother loves Sentinels, and he's been loving them for a long time, and he wants to watch League with me again, and he talks about Sentinels, and it just makes me like, it makes me feel good again. Like talking with your brother, like he watched a lot of TSM, and like we talked about them a lot. Now he's talking about Sen, and he was asking me about their players. He was like, "Do you think this is a good team?" And like trying to figure out who they are, because he obviously wasn't going to keep watching LCS when TSM left. But when Sentinels joined, he was like, "Oh yeah, me and my friends are watching Sen," and he invited me to their group chat just to explain to them the players, and then I left because they're Gen Zers. I don't know what they're saying in there.
Six,
But I
seven.
literally came in, talked about the league team, and then just dipped and like muted it. And they were all like, "Oh, that's interesting." And then they said when Lee comes back, like I can unmute it again and talk with them again. It was kind of like fun, and I enjoyed having that, group there. And then when they're doing the TSM jersey swap thing, and I appreciate that because they're doing it different than other
It's
people.
not
They
a
don't want
swap,
to
to be
take the
clear,
jersey.
before people hear that. It is.
Yeah, my
It is.
bad.
You show a TSM jersey, they will give you a Sentinels
Yes.
jersey for free.
Yes. I mean, and yeah, I get the people saying it's unfortunate Zenny didn't join KC. Yes, it is and it isn't. But I'm like, KC's their own thing for me. LEC and LCS I completely separate because I want, like, when it comes to Worlds time, if KC isn't there, I would always cheer for the NA team.
Yeah.
But if KC's there, I would dump this country in a heartbeat. I want to see KC win so bad, but I just like them. But now, if it was Shopify KC, that would be tough. I think low key, there's just more people to cheer with for KC. I enjoy that.
There's going to be one time, by the way, that for some reason a portion of this podcast gets clipped and sent to the French fans. And we are going to load up stream, and it's just going to be pure French in the chat. And we're going to have no fucking clue what's going on. Because, like, it happened. Like, I tweeted about Bucio's stream. And
Yeah.
I was just like, wow, that K Corp juice is wild. I think it has
Bro, it
1,000
is.
likes. I think that I legitimately think that tweet has 1,000 likes now. Hang on, let me pull it up because I muted it because it just like the notifications just started ringing and I was like, okay, I know I've seen this enough with them. I don't need to.
Yep.
I don't need to watch this again or not watch it again, but like I don't need to have my notifications just absolutely ravaged by
It's
it.
it's so fun. I love how wild they all go. I mean, I don't like that they do the death threats thing. That's obviously way
Yeah,
too
that
far.
sucks.
It's the part of them I like is like that they're all like into it, the game. Like when they're talking about the game, it's fun. Obviously, there's a lot of them you just like block. I found it like you can make their group of people, I guess, very fun by just pressing the translate button, figuring out who's crazy and blocking them. And then seeing the ones who are fun and just following them.
So that tweet had 711 funny 711 likes, 72,000 views of me just saying that KC MCoy juice is absolutely nuts. And then in the comments, there became a comment war between a K Corp and a KC fan that went back and forth for like 9 replies arguing about individual stream numbers.
Oh.
Or not 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 replies back and forth of them just talking about like official Twitch numbers and like bickering about who's more streamed from a player standpoint versus an org standpoint, and they're like just big dick energying each other the entire time, and I'm like, bro, this is fucking wild. This is
Yep.
awesome. I do not see this in LCS.
Yep. No, dude, they're just very fun. I like them. I like that they all like get heated. It's fun watching KC2 because they're not like I don't feel like I'm cheering for this big boy yet, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like they're still on that stage where G2 is daddy
Yeah.
and they're trying to figure out how to get him out of the way. And I do genuinely believe like Callist reminds me of those old Uzi days where it was just so fun.
Yeah.
Like Callist is so good. I like watching him. I like the fact that he'll lose a game as long as he looks like an alpha male. That is dope. I really enjoy that he'll just go in on somebody and throw a game. Like I respect that so much.
Here's my question. So,
It's just fun.
so obviously, if your brother was asking you about K Corp, it'd be easy to hype him up and show him the exciting plays and like all the fun moments from that.
Oh yeah.
How are you gonna do that with this Sentinel squad to your brother?
No,
How are you gonna be able to do it?
when he was asking about it, I was just like, bro, to be honest, we have to hope that this year they see that it's like a valuable league, and then next year they actually try to get a good team. Like, that's what you're hoping. You're hoping that they see value in this, and then they lock in next year. Because this team, when I was explaining to him, I was like, they're kind of buns. But their coach is good. Like, their coach can make them good. Randomly. So that's what you're hoping. But they're genuinely, like, not going to dog people.
I'm curious to see how he handles that. And more importantly, I am very excited to watch your relationship with Sen grow purely because your brother's involved. Because like that, what you are experiencing and what you're going to go through over the next year is exactly what we all did with our dads and our siblings growing up in traditional sports. And it is not an experience that we get in esports all that often. So you are like one of the few that actually gets to do that. And it's going to be wild.
Yeah. It's going to be tough. I mean, the one good thing, though, I hit him with is their jungler can, like, actually carry. Like Cloud is saying, too. He just dropped it, too. But their jungler can carry, and I do think, like, Darkwings has a lot of potential. Like, they have a chance. I think they have a chance of being spicy. But yeah, it sucks. It really does suck. I still do like Shopify a lot. I have the jersey. I like them, and I like the fact they like made the change I begged them to make this year. Literally begged their editor on your stream-ish, like, to do. I mean, they did what I asked of them. It's the vibes of like ownership, you know?
Yep.
I want something there that I'm not getting. And by I want something, I mean I really do want them to just like go crazy. Like I want them to actually file in. And I know Ludwig did the in-person thing, but outside of
like
that, it felt like they were pretty.
Let's be honest. Showing up in person in LA unfortunately doesn't mean all that much to like the global. I mean, it's going to mean a lot for Lud fans that are like, "Oh, he's out and about living IRL. Cool. Awesome." But like for you and I, like him being there in person in LA doesn't really do all that much.
Yeah. No, that's for sure.
Like it's not a value add to East Coast fans or like those that like are more like happy that Lud's like a part of the fandom, but it's like, okay, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like anything that I associate with like the LA studio right now, unfortunately, is like I don't know. Like I just don't assume that it's going to be all that hype at the moment.
He had what? They're already saying I left.
What?
Wow. Cloud says I'm not allowed to cheer for them if they win LCS. That's crazy. I haven't even left. Dave's just pushing it on me because I've been talking about having fun with watching my brother enjoy Sen. And that it is pushing me. But I'm not leaving.
I see the writing on the wall. All right, these are those two coworkers that have that chemistry. That when they both conveniently leave the company and it's no longer a moral problem, they're like, we never really saw it, but after we finally could just talk to each other without the pressure of work, I don't know, things just clicked, and everybody's like, well, yeah, no shit. No shit. Obviously, we all knew that from the outside looking in.
No, you're good, Cloud. I was joking.
I'm calling my shots now. I think by virtue of you being able to talk about this with your brother and have that sports bonding experience that you and I grew up with, it is going to sway you that way. And also, Retro, I love you, man. I do. I think Sentinel's content team is more built out. And I think Sentinel's content team is more primed to deliver come the season than Shopify is right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Cloud can correct me on this, but what all content has Shopify put out? Have they put out this year so far? If we're comparing,
it's not too much. It's just the introing the player stuff.
All right, excluding intros to players.
I haven't looked recently though.
Excluding intros to players, because I will then in proxy I will exclude the Golden Glue introduction video, which has 40,000 views there. They've put out a bunch of other stuff that I think is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good. Not much, okay, and that's my problem.
I think it'd be funnier than anything to leave after they win.
The reverse NRG.
Yes. Don't join them when they win.
Wait, pause. Shouldn't you be obligated to rejoin NRG since they're technically in tier 2 now?
Are they in tier 2?
Yeah, so Maryville University and Dark Zero, whatever conglomerate ownership group, whatever it is, they were the ones that bought out NRG, and they rebranded the NACL team to NRG.
Okay.
So they're back. So you technically have an obligation to go back home.
Yeah.
Don't Daemon Targaryen this, okay?
After a year.
Did you watch House of the Dragon?
No.
Okay. Well, those that did watch House of the Dragon will know Daemon Targaryen was married or had a wife back home that he thought was really ugly, and he was like, I don't want to be married. I want to I have this play for the I don't know if it's play for his throne or what his version of the throne or whoever he ended up marrying, but he's like, well, I can't really do that with my wife in the way. So he killed his wife, and then went on to marry his niece, I think. Yeah, I think she's his niece. But regardless, hey,
that's good.
Old love, no problem. Just killed her. So that's what you're doing here, okay? You're Daemon Targaryen NRG. That's not fair. That's not nice. That's not cool.
Yeah. Well, I think they kind of gave me a reason. They came on this podcast, on our podcast.
Well, Andy's only helping them through a little bit, and then he's not part of it.
They explained to us how dedicated they were. And then, how the
Do you know who's helping run all that shit, though?
No.
That hoodie you're wearing. Parth's involved.
Oh, Parth's involved? The guy who killed this team? The guy who ended it all? That's good. I'm sure that project is going to be promised the moon and really deliver. They're going to do great.
Oh, man.
I shouldn't say this publicly, but I will. But I shouldn't. But I'm really glad he's going to sucker another team into giving him a Boeing engineer salary so he can take all their money.
I don't think that's happening in the esports anymore, my friend. I don't think that exists anymore.
You'd be surprised what he can pull off.
Hey, look, I've had good conversations with Parth. I personally,
I
got
know
no-
that's
I
why I
got,
said I shouldn't
I
say
got
this.
nothing against the guy, but I completely understand why you do. I ain't gonna cap. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and protect him or shield him at all.
Yeah. I don't think obviously I don't think he could stop the what Reggie was gonna do to implode that team. But I didn't like all his calls anyways. If there's anybody who's gonna get me to like now if Bjergsen came back somewhere, I would jump to that team in a heartbeat. I would
Imagine,
just have to.
imagine,
That's my heart and soul.
bro. Imagine next week, okay, before LCS begins, Sentinels drops a hype video on like Friday, and like what they do is like
Oh,
they tease like, oh, we want to introduce to you our co-streamer, like our content creator as part of this org. It's gonna like
yikes.
help us out with our brand. They sit tens down, and then like somebody pushes them off the chair. It's like, no, it's not tens. And then Tarek sits down, and it's not Tarek, but it's Bjergsen that pushes Tarek off the chair and sits down.
Hmm.
Him and Double Lift dual co-streaming the from the Sentinel POV.
I mean, chills. I don't even want to imagine it happening. But yeah, that would destroy me. I mean, that would absolutely destroy me. Like, I would be a fan of that in a heartbeat.
I think many people would. I think Sen would jump up to probably the most popular team in the league, like that.
Yeah, I think people kind of forget Beard's popularity, like, actually.
But he's not coming back, to be clear. He has signaled nothing at all that he is going to entertain anything within the League of Legends space. He's moved on and is happy with his life, to be very clear. I'm just spitballing random shit,
Yeah.
which would be funny and hilarious if it happened.
No, yeah, I just mean, like, yeah, he's so big, like, older, or the younger audience, because that's a lot of people here now, probably don't even know that he was, like, you know, huge.
I mean,
just a
they do.
huge deal.
Like, that's got to be one of those things that's like not ever lost or forgotten. Like, there's
Mhm.
no way that like even newer fans don't know about Bjergsen.
Yeah, if they did, I mean, if they brought him back, that would, Yeah, Cloud said he'd have a second love. I'm glad I wouldn't be the only one. What are we supposed to do, bro? You're
I don't
telling
know.
me the guy comes back, like, you gotta cheer for that. He's so good. He's so fun. Yeah, what you just explained can't happen. If it happened, it would be too good to be true.
It would be. It would be like, I'm sure Riot would be salivating.
It would just be
at the
too good
lips.
to be true.
It'd be funny.
I mean, Sen would become the most popular team overnight.
Yeah, instantly. Like they'd be the most popular. Like it's not even close.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, why not? Bjerg, double, have Parth show up a
No,
couple times.
Part's busy with his NRG shit. Let him go.
Yeah, but if you can get him back for a couple co-streams, bro, you're talking about really the OG TSM days. Get Sven in there and Hanser for a couple live streams.
You're just trying to recapture.
They really
that
would
glory.
just.
You're reheating the
No,
same.
that would just be
You're
fun.
reheating the same
That would be
nachos that the
fun.
LCS did years ago with the whole like LCS 10-year anniversary, which is nothing about the people that are currently playing in the league. It's like, hey, let's celebrate 10 years of history by like only mostly talking about all the retired people that are not in this league or actively dunking on the players that are in this league.
Yeah.
Same nachos, different flavor, different covering.
Someone said I imagined myself cheating too easily, or are they saying you? Was it?
I think you.
I mean, yeah. What do you want me to do, bro?
Well, pick a team and stick
It's
with
not
it.
my fault.
At least one of us knows
I
loyalty.
am with my team.
At least one of us.
Team.
At least one of us knows loyalty of following their team until they die and never wavering from that.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on that, I guess. Other than the fact that I have followed my team till they die to the next one who then
But
died.
not this one. Not this one.
I'm still with them. I haven't left. You just keep coding me as gone.
Oh, you're still with them, Camila. Yeah, hon. Of course I love you. Can't even get it up when the moment matters
I'm
most.
still
Can't
home.
even. to bring this back to
I'm still
heated rivalry, you are
Hey,
you are Hollander, trying
Hey.
to fake it as much as you can in that relationship, to say that you aren't, but you are,
wait,
and
let
your
me
true
go find
identity.
this.
Oh,
Daddy'll still be buying the milk in this jersey, don't worry. I'll still be here week 1.
really? Did you buy the new one?
The new Shopify jersey? They
Yeah.
made a new one?
Yeah,
It's not just a carbon copy of that one?
it's basically a carbon copy of that one.
I was gonna say, it looks like I have the new one. No offense.
I'm just saying. Oh, I wanted to get your opinion on the jerseys. That'll be the last thing that we close up on. So next week we will do power rankings, since it doesn't lock in doesn't happen until next week.
Yeah.
So I don't really care to talk about the matchups just yet. Like we have a ton of time to get to that point. I need you to rank the jerseys, or at least give me your top 3 and your worst one of all the jerseys from the reveal yesterday.
We have a photo of it.
I have it on my Twitter.
Ah.
I do tweet a lot, so I apologize. You might have to scroll a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't narrow it down very
Unfortunately, no, I make that very difficult for you. I apologize.
much. El DeVito or LCS. That's what I need to look up.
Good news, Castle apparently just tweeted out that he got his visa.
Nice. So that leaves 5.
I guess.
According to rumors or whatever.
Apparently.
Here we go. I'm just pulling up the thing real quick and looking at a wide shot. The number 1 jerseys, like ranked the top 3.
Give me your top 3 in order, and then give me your last place.
Top 3 in order. Oh, Shopify did change it up actually pretty well.
A little bit.
Top 3. Dude. None of these really do a lot for me. Number 1 is Fly Quests again. I just like the
Yeah, their style's clean.
number 2 I'll do Disguised. Somebody needed to iron that, but I like the way it looks.
Really? I did not like Disguise at all.
And number 3 Sen.
Okay. Fair enough.
And last place I'll do probably I don't know. None of them are really last place to me. I think they're all fine.
I think all the jerseys this year, Lions is a little bit iffy for me, but even then, I still think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna put theirs lower, but the collar is clean. I like the collar. Look.
I'm gonna go. 1 is Dignitas for me. I know people are mocking me for it, including you, but look, the quarter zip is clean. I'm a finance bro. I see a nice quality quarter zip with a good design, good lettering. That shit, immediate shivers down the spine. I can feel the Patagonia creeping over the nice. Love it. Dig's my number 1. I think I said number 2 was C9 because I just think it's a classic jersey. Like, them going back to the classic style is really, really nice. And they wouldn't get to any other year, but because they are specifically going back to it now, I gotta give them 2. And then I think I put Sen 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I either put Sen 3 or I think it was Sen 3 TL4 was how I did it, if I'm not mistaken. Because I'm trying to think who else. Who else am I missing? Who all was on the left side? In order, it was Dignitas. Then it was
DSG.
DSG, then it was Lion, then it was
D9.
who was the last one? Oh, C9.
C9.
Yeah. So it was Dignitas, it was C9, and then I went Sen, and then I think I went TL FlyQuest into Lion, into Shopify, into DSG. I thought DSG's was last just because like the material, I don't know if it was the lighting, but the material looked kind of cheap. If I had to,
that was. Yeah.
if I had to rank them based on how I'm going to wear them to a casual event, unfortunately, Dignitas still goes last because I'm not wearing a brand that people are
Oh,
going
is
to
that
think
not a collar on DSG? It's just a outline. I see. I thought it was a collar.
No, I think it is a collar. No,
I take it back.
is it not a collar? I thought it was.
It isn't. It is a collar.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's definitely a
That's
collar.
why I gave it a higher level.
Look, Diggs, I think, is the cleanest looking. But you will not catch me dead walking around New York City with a brand that the second people Google it, they think that I want to kill myself.
It's a problem.
So I'm not like, as nice as it is, I'm still not wearing it in public. After that, I would probably say C9's kind of tough to wear, like casual, even though I would still wear it anyways. But like going out bar wise, I mean, you kind of gotta go with, I guess, probably TL or FlyQuest. I mean, they're very similar. I think one of the two of them is like the cleanest.
Yeah.
But all right, we've been going for an hour and a half. Anything else we want to address? Oh, NA tag team. Core JJ and Yawn and Jose Diedo and Quid. It looks like TL are scrimming, or at least were. Neither one of them have played a solo queue game in about 5 hours, and only 2 games now separate them. What was an 11-game lead for Yawn and Core JJ has dropped down to 2 games.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. That it's actually getting this close. I mean, granted, between TL and TL, so I know some people are going to discount it, but like, that is wild that it's still this close, this late.
Yeah. Jose's gonna have to step up a little.
Yep.
And he just needs to play games. It's not like he. Well, why is he getting so much less LP? He has like almost the same games with the same win rate.
He probably
Core.
started at a lower rank from last year. Because it's not like a hard reset. Like they dropped down a little bit and worked their way back up. Has Yawn streamed a single time? No, Yawn has not. But Jose Diodo has. And Core JJ and Quid have. I think Core JJ streamed once. Again, I will give a shout out to everybody for streaming. We'll talk about it more after the event's done. I don't want to address that point until next week. But I do want to shout out Anero and the C9 folks who have been streaming consistently. I want to shout out Cryogen and Griffin, who have notably been streaming a good bit. Oh no, Quid did stream once. Or no, sorry, they were asking about Yawn. No, Yawn hasn't streamed. Quid did stream. Masu also streamed a good bit. Like there's a good amount of people that have streamed a good bit, but we'll talk about the rest of that next week in terms of like, you know, reflecting on the event after it wraps up. But we got until Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Retro just hopped in the chat. Do you want to tell him?
Tell him what?
I don't know. You tell me. What is there to tell?
Nothing I gotta say.
Nothing you gotta say at all?
No, sir.
No? Your brother?
Carolina just blew the lead. You're kidding.
Nope.
It's cooked. Curse ending.
Knox said before, 2 Ludwig videos. Shout out 49ers. Interesting. Interested to see some content, Retro. Need to see it. I also need to see something from fucking FlyQuest and TL and all these orgs. I need every org to start posting your fucking shit now. I don't need next week everybody to just pump and dump your content on Tuesday and it gets drowned out by everybody else. We need a consistent launch. Oh, NFL game picks. Knox wants our playoffs and college football predictions.
Or playoff in college football, or in pro.
Pro and college football. We'll get our predictions out there.
I'm gonna go Miami. I think everybody's going IU, so it's just getting to a
Yeah, I'm
point
going
where
IU.
It's cursed. And then,
You're only picking Miami
gonna
because of a Bella Danger. I know you.
yeah, okay. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go Texans, Bills, Bears, Seahawks.
Texans, Bills, Bears, Seahawks. I agree with you on the Bears. I do think the 49ers can beat the Seahawks, personally. And I don't have faith in Sam Darnold in the playoffs. Oh, man. It's what? Texans, Patriots? I'm going to go Pats just because I feel it. Like, even though I know they're not going to be able to get a lot of points, I don't think CJ Stroud looked good at all. And I think it's going to be a much bigger problem this week than it was last week. And then the other AFC game is what? The Bills versus the Broncos. Oh, yeah, I'm going with the Bills. 100% Josh Allen's winning that without question.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on all your picks.
I think the
but
Broncos D will do a good job, but I don't think Bo Nix can necessarily keep up.
No. So we're
Even though the Bills defense isn't special.
We're in agreement then on everything but the 49ers and Seahawks. Well, and college football. All right. That's going to be it for us, folks. We will catch you next week. In terms of things to keep your eye on, as I mentioned before and previously, I'm going to keep pushing. LCS Fantasy, Shy Knockers group. It's in the description on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to check out Twitter. I'm going to have a tweet on it tomorrow promoting it. And then I'll have a video on the LEC out on the channel on Friday. And then NA Tag Team wraps up on Saturday night.
Sure.
Last little bit for somebody to claim $1,400 winning. Hopefully everybody streams on that final day. I think that'd be fun. But beyond that, LEC returns this weekend. LCK is back. T1 plays tomorrow. And I think that's pretty much everything. Final words?
Nope.
Not surprising.
Have a good one.
Not surprising that a Sen fan wouldn't have